80s were times when cinema was literally sleeping, eating and shitting with blockbusters. In contrast to 70s, which was more of an artistical time for movie theaters, with movies like The Godfather, Rocky or Taxi Driver, this decade was thriving on pure fun. Rambo, Terminator, Indiana Jones or The Gremlins even, which is an excellent ride after LSD. I'm not even mentioning the slashers, cause most of them were pure campy Ryan rot. It is actually kinda funny, cause some of them that were scary at the beginning seemed to, at some point, just gave it all up and say, screw it, let's join the ride and completely change the trajectory. And here's the keyword, campiness. If there's one thing all 80s films had in common, it was campiness. Just pure, over-the-top destruction, muscles, cool poses, and rivalry. Who's got bigger weapon? And in year 88, the Predator showed up. The culmination of all 80s beauty and campiness. It takes all those tropes, big guns, big boys, corny one-liners, and pack it up into one big movie. And does it all without shame. And don't get me wrong, this review, or analysis, whatever, isn't mean to mock this film. I love it. I love it. I know that it isn't a serious film. It knows nobody will expect it to be a thought-provoking movie. And it isn't ashamed of this. Of course, today there are people out there shouting that it is toxic and masculine film that isn't man propaganda and stuff. And yes, yes it is. And it does so openly that it is beautiful. I could even say it is kinda a spoof movie. I love it because of its simplicity, actually. This and the second one. I also like Alien vs Predator, the first one, as a guilty pleasure. It's not as good as the first two, but man, I love it. I mean,
Huh? Oh, come on! You gotta admit this is cool!
then the rest movies took away full beauty, full simplicity, added some political, scientific bubble, and it was unwatchable. Like with the other flicks when makers try too hard to ride on coolness of the first movie, and it inevitably fall on its face. But continuing. First of all, the movie opens with all those helicopters and military stuff, and we already know what it is. We have a bunch of big guys showing up for a mission, and Ernie smoking that cigar with glasses and in the most nonchalant way possible. It's all about the vibe. Like there's that mission plan introduced, but probably no one even cared about it. All we think about is Ernie and Carl Weathers shaking hands and throwing that one-liner.
Dylan! You son of a bitch!
Then we get that helicopter montage with the guys we're gonna spend the movie with, or half of the movie for most of them. And as I said, it's all about the vibe. There is no boring mission planning or soldiers almost shitting themselves from trying to sound serious, like in the Bay Transformers. Nah, we got Jesse Ventura chewing Viagra, nerd guy throwing some jokes, Ernie looking cool. Also, what I got to mention is what Predator does better than most of today movies, today blockbusters, that we actually like the protagonists, the heroes. Because they all have personalities, they have traits, you remember them, not like in the Monsterverse movies, when all they do is talk and talk and talk, and you just like,
Shut that hole in your face!
nah, you like these guys. I mean, we have the nerd guy, we have the silent focused guy, we have Mike being the most typical movie soldier ever. Don't let's mistake it with being blank, actually. We have Carl Weathers acting nonchalant, and Ernie being Ernie. The only thing I find unrealistic here is that Dylan
Son of a bitch!
let that slide when Mike spat on his butts. Another point why this film still holds up is the jungle. You can literally feel the heat through screen. You can say the filming was a hard time. It's not like in the Jumanji where everybody are perfectly clean, shining and beautiful. Now you can see when they are sweaty. You can say they're dirty. They are messy. And as I mentioned here, there is that subplot that some minister got kidnapped and they need to free him. There is that reveal that they don't trick them and they are destroying some savage yard, whatever, it doesn't matter at all. It's all just an excuse so these cool guys can wreck shit up and throw one-liners. Also funny how the mess was going on for like 2 minutes and they are surprised These guys are surprised what's going on in here when Arnie enters. Well, some proof walls, I guess. Nobody cares about such things. We have pure macho festival going on. It's just that kind of a film. We even have that famous scene when Jesse Ventura getting hurt and Poncho Guy asks him if he is okay and he answers,
You're bleeding, man.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Oh. Okay.
like, even he knows it's over the top, but he's like, okay, sure. And we, as the audience, we just gotta suspense or disbelief like him. By the way, that scene reminds me of that one Tropic Thunder scene.
What is it?
I don't know what it's called. I just know the sound it makes when it takes a man's life.
After that one big rodeo ends, we move on to the real treat of the film. Treat we don't see at first, but like we know it follows our heroes. We slowly find out how he operates, what he is. It's another thing this film does better than the Monsterverse, that we figure everything on our own. Nothing is explained. We know about the threat almost as much as the heroes do. It's not like in the Godzilla movies where we have that boring scenes where scientists explain everything to us in like 3 minutes. There is zero suspense, zero mystery. We know everything already. They tell us what Godzilla is, that he bangs Mothra, and we know it all. But not here.
Not up in here!
Here, we observe how Predator not attack disarmed people, how he have his own moral code. He only attacks those he sees as a threat, as a challenge. We find out that he bleeds, and that if he bleeds.
We can kill it.
And there's the moment where our heroes lose their advantage. They're getting eliminated one by one, not like in the modern movies where Dwayne Johnson having contract that he cannot lose. No, we see our heroes get their ass whooped. Like, we seen they're cool, we seen there are coach, but now they lose. That's where the tension grows and movie becomes more slasher-like. Actually, it is a slasher, I think. Science fiction slasher, but still. I mean, we have the gang. In slasher, it's often babysitters. In here, we have, let's say, country sitters. They take care of the country, let's say. We have the silent street. We have the final girl. It all matches up. Our heroes go down, the bond is getting smaller. To the point, we only have Ernie and the woman. And I need to say that she was kinda a blank character for me. Like, she didn't serve much role. She wasn't necessary in here. Other than that we see Predator won't attack her cause she was unarmed, and we see that Predator don't attack disarmed people. But other than that, she wasn't necessary in here, and I have nothing against her character. She wasn't annoying or anything, but she wasn't necessary for me. I have one theory on my own, that she was only there so the film doesn't start to feel a little like pay-gardy. But if we put aside all that cool and campy stuff, the movie is actually able to touch your feelings a little, like when Mike mourns Jesse Ventura. It isn't too serious or anything, but it shows the film have heart. This scene is like 1 minute he mourns him, he say he will avenge him. It isn't too deep, but we see that it isn't just a soulless blockbuster. The movie has heart. As for the Predator, the design is sick. It is masterpiece. It doesn't look fake at all. Like when there are close-ups, it really looks like flesh. All the coolness of it, the dreads. I know it was talked about thousands of times across the years, but man, this is sick. We don't even see him till like 58 minute. There is that quick shot of him doing self-surgery, but when he finally shows up, it pays off. The whole aspect of him versus the boys band, it's basically Tom and Jerry, but more brutal. The whole hunting, unsuccessful by the way they try to outsmart him, or just to recklessly kill it by firing at the air. There's that scene when they try to corner him, to corner the Predator, and he realizes it. There is the tension. Half of the film is basically them walking around the jungle, like in the Tropic Thunder, talking, joking around, posing. Like in there is that scene where they interact with the jungle. I know the Tropic Thunder was supposed to be a spoof of movies like Predator, but it just all feels so similar to me. And like I said earlier, The Predator feels like a spoof of all these 80s films, but it's also a tribute, the culmination of it all. By the end, Ernie becomes the final girl and finally realizes he won't be able to simply hunt down the fucker. He's gonna need to outsmart him. We have that famous montage of them both preparing, and obviously Arnold making mud lines on his face. And the final showdown, as everything in this film, is iconic. Iconic. I actually rewatched it like 2 days ago. I was prepared that it won't feel as good as in the old days, but it was. It was really well made. It holds up. The brawl with the Predator is legendary, with it all ending by Arnold winning. Winning by surviving actually, cause despite failure, Predator was still the last one to launch. It scared the hell out of little me. Actually kind of overwhelmed me even. I mean, the whole film is horror-like. The gore and the tension. It was disturbing as a kid, but from some reason the launch was the only scene I really felt unsettled. Well made. But despite it all that culmination of 80s coolness, this film is not as stereotypical as you can think. The ending is bittersweet as fuck. Everyone are dead except Ernie and the woman. He lost all his friends. He's probably injured for the rest of his life. He didn't get the girl. He was supposed to actually, but Ernie refused from the same reason I mentioned, to not turn it into a classic prop. It's all a tribute to action movies, but it doesn't follow every single thing. This movie and the sequel is actually the only good movies for me that came of the Predator franchise. The Alien vs Predator is good as a guilty pleasure, but nothing more. I didn't watch the new Predator movies. Maybe I'll give it a try. I won't judge by now. But simplicity is what made the first Predator movie so good. Its nuance between corny flick and exceptional flick. Absolute goal for a movie. For me. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you like to see more of my, let's say, poor peep talk. And see ya.